a board, we are very concerned about the shortage of special education teachers, particularly in California, but we know it's a nationwide problem. So what can we do to partner with the state to address this need?
I think, for me really first and foremost, understanding the reasons and the rationale of why are special education teachers in particular, and to some extent our related service providers, leaving the profession, right? Or even not only that, but then also why are they not entering into programs to become a special education teacher? And so for me, it's really dialoguing and understanding teachers at all points in their career to really understand the why behind it. And I think hearing voices, right? Like we can guess and we can, sort of make our own sort of estimation as to why, but I think there are a variety of reasons. And for me, it's continually, how do we solve the problem from multiple angles, right? From a credentialing standpoint, from a caseload standpoint, paperwork standpoint, like, you pointed out, even from a standpoint of support and mentoring at all points of a special education teacher's career. And for me, sort of, I would be thrilled to just dialogue and engage and have, focused conversations to really understand perspectives, and then also, start connections with, everyone from higher ed, but also, I think across the state to really figure out how do we start to tackle the problem, because it's no longer enough for us as a state to say, yes, we have a shortage. We know we have a shortage, but what are we going to do about it? And for me, that's where, and it's beautiful to have, someone such as Linda Darling-Hammond leading our board, who really is championing a lot of this work and cause for us as well. And so, I think for me, everything from, the credentialing that's coming out in a couple of years is certainly exciting. But for me, I'm really interested in sort of expanding options, whether that's alternative pathways to certification, and sort of really eliminating some of those barriers. And so, but first though, I really want to engage in just honest dialogue around some of those barriers and why they're preventing teachers from entering, and what can we do really to keep them, right? And and so I think that again touches upon mentorship at the LEA level, and how can we start to engage our LEA leadership at that level to really recognize and understand the unique nature of special education, and that it does require a lot of support and engagement from quite frankly, the gen ed side, right? Because special education students are general education students. And so, it really, there's all these sort of touch points on the system that I think we can, really start to, pick their brain and really understand, so that we can, the state can really, I think, partner and support. And, a lot of times people say, well, that's not the state's role. Well, I think I am more interested in digging down into the weeds to problem solve and partner than sort of telling people what to do. And that's just kind of how I am. And so for me, I do see it as our role to help solve the issue. We can't put this on LEAs. We can't put this on individual people. This is in my mind, a collective issue.